This Ruby theory has been on my mind for a while. After the events of Volume 7 and now with the events of Volume 8, I just can't help but feel like this theory might actually be a thing, but I could be wrong. So my theory is, what would happen if Ironwood knows about Ruby Silver Eyes, or what if her Silver Eyes became a plan of his to go against Salem? What if Ruby Silver Eyes is the only thing that can actually defeat Salem, considering that she's a human Grimm, and Silver Eyes can only work around Grimm and petrify them? Well, I guess we'll just have to find out eventually if the theory becomes true. Hello, my Yan fans, YandereLover here, and today I'm here to talk about a Ruby theory that's been on my mind for a while. After Ironwood decided to declare martial law in Volume 7 of RWBY, and now he's against Ruby and everyone else in the thing, and now he's gone on edge at this point. So the theory of mine is what if Ironwood knows about Ruby Silver Eyes? I mean, he could already know, but just hasn't made a plan for it. But I don't know. But if he already knows, then what will happen if he eventually thinks about using her Silver Eyes as a way to defeat Salem? Considering how Ruby is with Ironwood at this point, Ironwood and Ruby aren't exactly good friends right now, because Ruby and her friends are wanted criminals to him, and Ironwood is trying to leave Mantle, I guess. And I guess I don't really because all this stuff is real crazy. It's kind of hard to say, but yeah, it's really crazy right now. And honestly, I can't help but think about what will happen if Ironwood ends up learning about Ruby Silver Eyes, or if he already knows about him. What will happen if one day he just decides, you know what, maybe we should use her Silver Eyes as a way? Because I'm starting to think, because what we know about Ruby Silver Eyes so far is that what we know about her Silver Eyes is that they only work around Grimm, and that they can petrify them, and Grimm are actually quite afraid of those who have Silver Eyes, so you can basically see that Ruby Silver Eyes has an advantage against Grimm, because they can't, because Grimm would never dare to try to battle against Silver Eyes, because you know what he does to them, petrifies them and all that crap. Yeah, and seeing how Ironwood is trying his best to try to take down Salem, which is why he wanted the maiden powers that Penny now has, and he doesn't have Penny. And I just got back from watching episode 3, Murder of Birds, reacting to episode 3 of volume 8, and it's really big. Oh my gosh, poor Penny. He's gonna use Arthur Watts to hack into Penny and make her do what they want. Oh my goodness, this is bad. But anyways, that's besides what is going on right here. I think that, I don't know, because at this point Ironwood is unedged right now, and honestly he would, I feel like right now, I think he would kill anyone that gets in his way at this point. I feel like he's willing to kill anyone. It doesn't matter, because at this point where he's I just can't take this anymore. We need to defeat Salem and all that stuff. And with everything going on, oh my gosh. So I can't help but feel what if one day he eventually finds out about Ruby Silver Eyes, or if he already knows about them, what if one day it comes in his mind and he's you know what, we should use this, because Ruby Silver Eyes is like I said, it defeats Grimm, and Salem is a human Grimm, even though she's immortal, because we already know that she's immortal, she can't be killed. But even though she's immortal, what if there still can be a chance that what if Ruby Silver Eyes might be the only thing to defeat her? I mean, because she is a human Grimm, and the Silver Eyes defeat Grimm. Now I know that she's immortal again, But you never know. What if Ruby's Silver Eyes? Like, what if Ruby's is the saint of what everyone needs to defeat Salem? Of course, if the Silver Eyes are the only way to defeat Salem, then you know that lots of people who want to defeat Salem are gonna probably use it, especially Ruby. Ruby would especially use her Silver Eyes. If her Silver Eyes is the only thing that can really defeat Salem and kill her or something, then Ruby will obviously take that chance. But what if Ironwood were to have that same thing in mind and would want to use her for his advantage to get rid of Salem? Like, what if he wants to like capture her and like try to force her to use her Silver Eyes, but like do it in a way where Ruby's like, you know what, maybe I should, you know, because everyone at this point wants the same objective. They want to stop Salem. They want to stop her from getting the relics. You know, Ironwood just wants to defeat Salem and bring peace to everything. And Ruby wants that same objective too. So what if, like, one day when everything is like when all of Ironwood's plans fail, and then he thought, and then eventually, what if he's reminded of the Silver Eyes? Like, maybe he could have forgotten about it by now. I mean, maybe he didn't really forget about him, but he, you know, at this point, because he's focused on other things, so he might have forgotten about it for a little while. And then, what if he was reminded by seeing Ruby use her Silver Eyes and seeing it, and it reminds him that, you know, there's this power, Silver Eyes, that can defeat Grimm. What if he gets the idea that, like what if he gets the idea that maybe using Ruby's Silver Eyes might be the only way to defeat Salem? So what if he tries to talk her into it, like, because you know they all want the same objectives to defeat Salem, like I said before. So what if he were to talk her into like working with him to using her Silver Eyes against her? Like, what if, I don't know, because this theory could easily be debunked. You know, this theory could easily be debunked by other things. You know, I could be wrong, and, you know, but I just can't help but feel like that's because we haven't really seen Ruby's Silver Eyes for a while, ever since Volume 6, where she used it. And, like, so honestly, I don't really know. This theory is a possibility, considering of all the stuff I've seen in the RWBY series so far. But at the same time, it could easily be debunked by anything. I don't know what it could be debunked with, but it could easily be debunked if you have an argument to, you know, battle this theory. But I feel like this theory might actually be a possibility with everything that's gone down. I mean, I don't know, because I'm just, you know, just making things, you know, I just made this theory based on what I've seen in RWBY, so I don't know. But I have searched on the internet to see if maybe Ironwood does know about Silver Eyes. Like, I have searched on the internet, and there have been some Reddit users that have actually, like, had the same idea in mind. Yeah, one Reddit user says that, you know, Ironwood already knows about Silver Eyes. He just knows about it, but he just hasn't got it in a plan. Like, he hadn't planned for it, because, you know, maybe it's not in his mind now, because, like I said, he's focused on other things. But, you know, but what if he uses Silver Eyes as a last resort? Like, what if? Like, that's what I feel like. And it's amazing that other people have the same idea as me, because, you know, I thought about this on my own. So seeing how other people might have the same idea is actually pretty cool. So who knows? This theory might actually be a possibility, because, you know, and it really gives Ruby's Silver Eyes much more purpose in the series, because we haven't really seen them as much, and they seem to be like, you know, something that, you know, and seeing how everything is, it kind of like seems like it has no purpose right now. I don't know, but it really gives Ruby's Silver Eyes a purpose for the entire story. You know, like Ironwood using Ruby as a last resort, you know, because, you know, with everything. But that's just a theory. Who knows? It could be debunked, you know? So, yeah. I'm sorry if this video wasn't too perfect, and if I kept repeating myself. I have a problem, and a stuttering problem, but, you know, I do work with it. It's a thing, you know? It's just how I am, but yeah. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this theory might actually be a possibility? Do you think Ironwood might actually use Ruby as a last resort? You know, her powers, because, you know, because you know, Silver Eyes and Maiden powers can almost because maiden powers are like almost as powerful as the silver eyes, like or they can be equally as powerful. Who knows? It could be both, or it could be the other way. But yeah, because if Ironwood because at this point Ironwood would do anything to defeat Salem. At this point, he'll do anything. So it makes sense how he would use RWBY as a last resort after all his plans have failed. But who knows? We'll just have to see if that theory is true. We'll see. But I guess this will be it. I guess that's all I have to say. I haven't really made much, RWBY stuff because, I'm focused on other content. But yeah. Also, I want you guys to know that I've officially reached 5,000 subscribers on my channel. And yeah, I guess that's like a new milestone. I couldn't really do a video because I found out yesterday and I couldn't really do a video on it because I didn't know what video, but I guess I can make that as a plugin for this video. So yeah, honestly, I feel like these subscribers have came in so fast. Honestly, so far my subscriber count has been coming in really quickly. I remember it used to be coming really slow and I would get a new milestone I guess once a year, but it's been coming in really quickly. I've been gaining so many subscribers. I guess that just means I'm getting bigger on YouTube. I just hope that the subscribers aren't just subscribing to me for Sonato, because I've already said in the previous video that I'm not going to do Sonato for a long time, only when I feel like it, because I'm not much of a Sonato fan like I used to be. So, I just hope that the fans aren't just subscribing to me just for Sonato. I just hope that they're subscribing for, because, getting kind of tired of the whole asking for Sonato thing. It's getting really tiring, But I can't blame them because, they could be new fans that don't even know about that, But yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I'll see you all later, my Yan fans. Goodbye.